All right, it's another amazing, wonderful day. Today we're going to show you how to switch a 5.6 kWm full-size gutter machine. We're going to switch over from 6K back to 5. Couple tools we're going to need. These are my personal ones, extra long tools, very comfortable. And here we go. If you come this way, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get rid of this table here, get it out of the way, so we can have access to the machine. Now, because this has a guillotine plate, might be a little bit different, but I'm gonna start by removing the covers. This is gonna be unedited video, real time. Let's see how long it takes. We're gonna pop all the covers off. We got a couple bolts here. And we're gonna start pulling them, and we'll put them on the side. We're also going to remove this cover here. And we'll have access to the side. I love these aluminum covers on this KWM. They're very light. This is a brand new machine. Brand new truck setup. I'll make a final video of this truck setup here shortly. Doug, a YouTube viewer, contacted me to build this truck for him. We got a brand new machine. Thank you, KWM, for getting us hooked up with that. And we're gonna continue removing all the covers here. Let's see here. It's half a churn. Very nice covers. Very beautiful, brand new machine. And then we have this cover here. There's some more parts that belong to here. I guess I can leave it right there. Now let's see, I don't remember if I can remove this cover. If I bolted it last time. One more screw. What's our time now? How much time did we spend taking this off? Like 2 minutes? It's nice to have some space in the back. As you can see, we have a little power supply right here. All right, now the covers are removed. I'm gonna grab my tools here in a second, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lift this thing, these two bolts right here. I'm going to start with these two bolts. This is why I like the big handle tools. Very professional. This is a 3/16 extra long. I might have to start selling these larger kits. I'm going to hold this bar. This is called the bar. This is a 6-inch right here. And the storage for 5 is right here. We're going to remove that from storage. Now, there's no right or wrong procedure, start to finish. As long as you get all the steps done, doesn't matter what order they're at. We'll put this back into storage so we don't lose it. Tighten back down. While the machine is open, let me show you the power supply. I don't know if you can see in here. This machine is hooked up right here to this power supply right here. It's a 3-way adapter, so I can connect to the house or I can connect to my power supply. That's how I have it wired up, and this is the power supply to feed it. Check out all these amazing boxes. Anyway, we're gonna go back here. I'm gonna lift these rollers here, right there. Some people do it just from the bottom right there. They just push from the bottom. And then we got, I can't see. I might need a screwdriver to lift this. There we go. Brand new machine. Now you want to go through and make sure they don't back down. So check them all. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're good. Now we're gonna put this 5-inch bar back in here. Slide it into position. I usually keep one bolt here, and then I can see where to line it up. And this is why I like premium tools, because I can spin it, get the second one. Now they're red bolts like that. Spin them into position. Don't tighten it too hard. There's no reason to over tighten things. Next step is we have these guide rollers here. Also make sure they're all pushed into the 5 position and check if they're not loose. Make sure they don't come back out. Over here, there are self-locking pins. I'm gonna do the drop-in of these ones back to the smaller profile. Also check them. We're gonna continue swapping these guys. I'd say we're almost halfway done. It's kind of hard to reach in here in some spots, but I think it's doable. Let's see, I think there's one more. Yep, one more here. And one more here. Oh, I can't reach it. My microphone got stuck. Put my microphone back in here. And I think I can reach it right here. Yep. Okay. I think I got them all. All right, what else are we going to do here? We're going to go ahead and drop this with the 4 bolts right here. See these bolts right here? 1, 2, 3, 4. I like to use a ratchet. Very comfortable for me. Now, they don't have to be super loose. And these 2 bolts right here. There we go. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to gently lift it and make sure it drops into its position and tighten back down. Don't touch any other bolts, not to misalign the machine. We are almost done switching this machine. We do have to move the entry guide, which is right here. Let me show you. Another reason I like the long tools, I can reach all the way in here, all the way from here. You see that? And then we can move it back to 5. Never touch these. I recommend just put electrical tapes on them so nobody ever touches them. Important fact, you got to make sure you cut your corners 3 by 3 when you feed your coil. But here we go, we're going to slide that over. Don't over tighten it too much. And that's it for the entry guide. We got one more thing to do. By the way, really nice gauge for the coil. Aluminum spools. We'll probably show you how to load the coil here shortly. Okay, last step I need to do is switch these. And I'm not sure, I might just get rid of this plate altogether. But let me try without removing the plate. I've never done that before. So let's see if we can reach in here. I always remove the guillotine. There's this roller right here that needs to be. Make sure the machine is off and it's not powered, because you don't want to be working when it's engaged into electricity here. So this is the roller here I just removed. There's a 5 and 6 inch slot. I don't know if you can see it right there. The other thing is I got to reach in here and take this red bolt out right here. I know it's kind of hard to see. So that's one. And I believe there's a second bolt. There are these little guys here. I also use a handle, and this one is 532s. Very comfortable 532s. And yes, there is a second bolt. And we're gonna take that out. See how I can easily spin that. Now I'm gonna pop this roller off. And when I turn the roller around this way, it seats into the gear and becomes narrower, 5-inch style. So I'm gonna pop that back in here. I'm gonna get my preloaded screw. Don't lose it, don't drop it. And we're gonna put it back in here. Now you might have to spin the roller a little bit. There we go. Don't over tighten it just yet. Make sure you get the second one going. And we're gonna get the second one. And here we go. So yeah, it's definitely possible without removing the guillotine. I'm not gonna super tighten the screws here. We're gonna put this roller back in here. This guy right here. And we're gonna set it to 5-inch. I love how KWM, the bolts are really, really precise. I'm just gonna tighten it a little bit. Just like so. Okay, now I'm stuck with my tool because I should have moved that first. Okay, well that's a little embarrassing, but don't worry. I have tools that came with the machine. So we're gonna go ahead and loosen this. Because that's the bar we're gonna have to move anyway. I also recommend having a tool like this with a ratchet setup. Way easier than having to disengage, engage. Yeah, see how much longer that takes? So I moved that out of the way, now I can get my tool out. I gotta move this bar back to 5. There's a couple more bolts right here. And last one over there. Well, last two. So I'm gonna unbolt it right there. And one more right here. Are we like at 10 minutes? Let's see. We are at 12. Uh-oh. We better get to work. So I'm gonna just push the bar back. Push the bar back. Tighten it, and we're almost done. You do want to make sure you tighten this because you don't want the coil to slide out. On the 6-inch is not as bad because you're already maxed out. So, and one more. And that's it. We got it all switched over. Now I do like to go to the front of the machine and kind of eyeball the rollers. Just like so. Make sure I don't see anything awkward. And I do see that I missed one roller here. Looks like it fell down in the process. And it's this guy right here. So good thing I eyeballed it. There we go. Now we're done. So that's it for switching this one. I'm gonna load a coil and put the covers back on. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next final video. God bless.